Isn't it just my luck that a customer shows up 5 minutes before close? It can be completely dead for 2 straight hours, but as soon as we are about to close, someone has to show up to raise my blood pressure.
Are you really about to close? I thought this Subway was open 24 hours. Besides, my watch says it's only 8:30, so I should have plenty of time, and I go by what time my watch tells me. In fact, this Subway should be open 24 hours in case I ever feel like getting some chemical-laden fast food sandwiches at 4:30 in the morning.
I can assure you that it really is 5 minutes before we close. We tend to go by clocks that are actually right and not an hour and a half slow. Since the top goal in my life at the moment is now to get you out of here as soon as possible so I can go home. Yes, we do have homes and even a life outside of this job. What can I get started for you?
I'll have a 9-grain.
The wheat or the honey oat?
I said 9-grain.
This may come as a shock to you, but we have the 9-grain wheat or the 9-grain honey oat bread. The list that shows our types of breads is directly in front of your face. Why am I not surprised that you, like 95% of the rest of the planet, didn't see it?
Oh, I never even knew that sign was there. Who would have thought to have a list of breads in that spot so close to eye level? I want the 9-grain wheat.
Alright, what type of sandwich do you want?
I want the meatball.
I'm sorry, but the meatballs have already been put away for the night as we are about to close. We have to turn off the meatball heating device and clean it as part of our closing duties.
What? This is absolutely ridiculous. I make the 47-mile drive all the way here and you don't even have what I want. I guess I'll just have to pick something else, but I'm not happy about it, and I will be notifying corporate as well as every news station about how emotionally upsetting it was that you were out of meatballs.
And here we go. Note to self. Meatballs are serious business. Are you going to pick another sandwich, or am I going to have to leave with you in the store still unable to figure out if you want a different sandwich?
Fine. Just give me a club. And I want lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, extra olives, lots of pickles, spinach, salt and pepper, and extra mayonnaise.
Whoa. Who iced your coffee with cocaine? I still have a maximum of 3 other questions to ask you about your sandwich before we even get to your veggies. For example, what type of cheese do you want? We have American, cheddar, or pepper jack.
Swiss.
I just got done telling you the 3 types of cheeses that we carry, and surprise, Swiss wasn't one of the choices. But you can't even properly set your own watch, so why am I not surprised? What I am surprised about is how you have managed to make it this far in life without dying from forgetting to breathe.
Every time I come to Subway, there's always a problem. Just give me pepper jack then. And I only want you to toast half of my sandwich.
It just figures that my final customer of the night ends up being the most complicated and ridiculous of the entire day. Excuse me while I go lock the door before any other clock-beating douchebag tries to swoop in while you are still in here. Now that I have toasted half of your sandwich in the most annoying way possible by having to cut it in half to keep half of it from being toasted, what veggies did you want on it?
I already told you what veggies I wanted at the beginning, but you were too stupid to remember all of that and accused me of going too fast for you. I bet you didn't even graduate high school.
Hilarious. You are accusing someone who can build a computer from scratch that they're stupid because you machine-gunned your veggie order to me when I wasn't ready for it yet, while you can't even properly read signs that are plastered directly in front of your face. And I will spare you the embarrassment of bringing up your timekeeping skills.
I'm calling your manager tomorrow to complain.
Be my guest. I need a nice long vacation from this continuous torment anyway. Now, about those veggies.
Lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, extra black olives. In fact, just dump the whole container of olives on it. Oh, and only 2 pickles, but I want them cut in half and spread evenly on my sandwich. Also spinach. And a buttload of mayonnaise.
Of course I will not forget your mayonnaise. People like you always want enough mayonnaise on their sandwich to create a portal to another dimension. Anything else on your sandwich?
No, but that is by far the messiest and sloppiest looking sandwich I have ever seen. You are called a sandwich artist and you can't even make a neat looking sandwich.
If your sandwich didn't have as much olives as the population of India and China combined, then maybe your sandwich would have had a chance to be supermodel material. But luckily for you, when you start eating your sandwich, it will all look exactly the same when it's digesting in that acidic pit you call a stomach. Now that I'm so close to freedom, I am going to ask you the obligatory question of whether you would like to make it a meal.
No meal. But why isn't my sandwich $5?
The club is not a $5 foot long. Our giant sign surrounded by bright flashing strobe lights with techno music states which sandwiches are $5. And of course you missed that sign as well.
The meatball is $5 and that's the sandwich I wanted.
Your tears are delicious. You had the choice of picking any other sandwich and you chose the club. Our sandwich prices are printed on menus all over the store, so you have no one to blame but yourself.
I want you to break this $100 bill because I don't have any other way to pay.
I'm sorry, but as our two signs clearly state, we don't take any bills higher than a 20. We are also a Subway, not a bank.
I can't believe this. I guess I will have to use my debit card then. Oh, I want one more sandwich.
Get out.